Hello, everybody. I am currently in line for food bank, and they got some kind of new setup this time that's different than for everything. And dude, this shit's like nuts. Like, there's, I don't know, can I turn this? I don't think there's a way to just check it. There's so many cars, and everybody's just like, you gotta be in line in one spot and then go get in line in another spot, and they freak out if you get out of your car. So I usually go to this one food bank that I don't know, is pretty awesome when I do go. I didn't make it there today, and this one has different times and hours, and I never can remember because it's only on certain days of the month and at certain times. The other one has set times that is every week, so it's easier for me to remember. But like, damn, dude, this shit's like. And when I was out in town for both of my sons have counseling appointments today, and oh god, that was a fucking thing. And I got an opinion on that too. I don't even know where the fuck to start. My brain is such a mess. This shit's fucking crazy. So Costco, back to what I was trying to say. They had this line of people outside Costco with carts wrapped around the building. There's nobody even in the fucking store. There's nobody even in the fucking parking lot. I was not trying to go in there. I just wanted to go get a fucking hot dog for Barrett and Malachi. And Betty wasn't interested, and Shokia, you know, I don't really into them, so don't know where that matters or came from. Anywho, they were like, what do you want? What do you need? I was like, I'm just coming in to get a hot dog. Like, oh, okay. So serious. I understand, this is serious. I'm not trying to downplay the seriousness. So it's just, I feel funny. I don't feel like, I don't know, I feel like the motives behind this are funny. And so before I lost my job of 3 years in October, they classified it as a voluntary quit. However, if your children are just so extra that you just can't get daycare for them because one after the next, I'll say, yeah, we don't have the staffing for this. Your child is such a blessing, and we love him. It's just, he's got so much energy, and we just don't have the staffing for this. You lose your job. Like, it's not a voluntary quit. I didn't just choose. I liked my job. I liked doing medical insurance billing and coding. I had a unique experience of when I went to school for it, because when I did it in 2015, that's when the implementation of the changeover from ICD 9 to ICD 10. Now, basically, what that is a numerical language, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 are the same pretty much across every language. We all use different sounds to pronounce them. However, one, you go like this, one. So they use a numerical language to for diagnoses, and also for disorders that way your medical stuff can basically be translated anywhere in the world. And the way in which things are numbered, ICD-9 was 100% numerical. ICD-10 changed to add in numbers and letters, and also further defined things. Like, instead of it just saying, injured knee, site unspecified, basically, it would say, left knee, right knee now, and you have to choose which one, which I loved, because I learned both of them at the same time. So I didn't have a relearning, like I had to relearn using 9 to 10. And if you know the history behind that, it's really funny, because 9 was supposed to be obsolete like a bazillion years ago. Exaggeration. Anywho, they drug their ass to get it implemented. So many rural doctors were like, this or that and the third, and their points were valid. The delay in the implementation of ICD-10 in a lot of ways has validity. Also, in my experience, doctors don't become doctors out of the goodness of their heart. Not all of them. I mean, some of them do. I'm not speaking 100%, but it's just a general thing. Like, they become doctors because they're business people. They want to, and when you're a small business, doing changes is really hard. So, ICD-11 is coming out. ICD-11, the change from 10 to 11 is 100% electronic. There's still people out there using paper claim forms. Medicare and Medicaid said you can't use paper claim forms like years ago. And rural and other places are able to get away with still using paper claim forms because their points are valid. Now, if we have a virus and it's a health issue, that trumps your validity of being a small business in a rural area. Like, now you just need to get on board, or we got to get some big corporation to replace you because you don't have the resources to get on board with ICD-11, and that's what we need to do. And I just immediately felt like that clicked into my brain at my son's doctor's appointment, because he's like, we're getting things ready to virtual counseling. Like, no, we need more hands-on thing for our counseling. We need more hands-on for stuff. What is this, the Jetsons? Dial a doctor kind of thing? Like, I bet you that's the way it's going to go. You just have all of your appointments virtual unless you have to go to the hospital. And then, here's your well child checkup, and then, we sent over your shots and everything over to the hospital. Just check in like they do for imaging and blood draws and things. I bet it, and you don't even ever, everything's distancing. Retail already is moving to online. And so now let's close up, let's just move everything. I don't know. I always have that question and doubt whenever there's something going on. I never feel like immediately want to feed into the way other people are viewing things. Yes, it's important. It's scary. People are dying. I feel it's kind of a calling. How come the people dying are the ones that are the old with immuno compromised? That's, and I feel the main thing that we need to focus on now is just prep. Get yourself ready for having pneumonia. I mean, I'm not having signs or symptoms, but I kind of feel like, the prevention ship has sailed. Now it's more like, let's just prep for when it happens. I don't know. I don't know. This stuff makes me feel funny, and I just had to share some thoughts. See ya.